Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. I just want to show you guys. I look and feel fantastic. I got my suit on. I have an amazing barber who is going to be cutting my hair today. His name is Brett Kelly. He works at the Gentleman's Shop. He is an amazing barber. Go see him. Such a nice guy. Really talented. He's amazing. So make sure you guys go see him. Anyways, good morning. How's everybody doing? I hope your first thought isn't I am tired or I am unwell or I am whatever. Because guess what? You're claiming it and it's going to happen. So don't say stuff like that, okay? Be aware. So anyways, I was thinking to myself in my head that what I'm going to do with these videos is I'm going to read a sheet, like this one says thought and character. I'm going to read a sheet, and each day there's effect on thought and circumstances. I'm gonna read a sheet of this each day, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys because I'm understanding. I am understanding, and I want you guys to understand too. So let's start with the first page here, and we will discuss this. If you guys have any questions, message me, okay? Because I have no problem answering your messages. Message me anytime. So yeah, let's do. I'm gonna do forward. Okay, and this is the intro to the book. This little volume, the result of meditation and experience, is not intended as an exhaustive treatise on the much written upon subject of the power of thought. It is suggestive rather than explanatory. Its object being to stimulate men and women to discover and perception of the truth that they themselves are makers of themselves. By virtue of thoughts which they choose and encourage, that mind is the master weaver, both of the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance, and that as they may have hitherto woven in ignorance and pain, they may now weave into enlightenment and happiness. That's what I want you guys to do. Okay. So, let me just turn on. No, the light's good. Okay, so first page. Thought and character. The aphorism, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is, not only embraces the whole of a man's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of his life. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about yourself? What are your thoughts about yourself? What do you think about yourself? Right? What do you think about yourself? Do you think good things? Do you think bad things? You should be thinking all good things because you're awesome, right? As the plant springs from and could not be without the seed, so every active man springs from the hidden seeds of thought and could not have appeared without them. This applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated. So unconsciously. So you're not conscious of what you're thinking yet. So whether you're choosing to think bad thoughts or someone's pushing their way of thinking upon you, you're automatically just, if you're not aware that you're in control of your brain, you're just allowing that information to be downloaded to your brain. And that's not good, because what does Facebook do? How many good things do you see on Facebook? Right? I mean, you can see good things, and I'm starting to see change. Jackie, my friend Jackie, I was looking at her posts on Facebook, and they're all positive. Like, they're all positive. That's fantastic. Good job, Jackie. Way to go. If I could give you a hug right now, I would. and I will soon. Okay. So this applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated as to those which are deliberately executed. So, spontaneous and unpremeditated, those thoughts happen, whether you're conscious of thinking about them or not, or ones which are deliberately executed, the ones that you choose to execute, right? Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruit. Thus does a man garner in the sweet and bitter fruitage of his own husbandry. Thought in the mind hath made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind hath evil thought, pain comes on him as comes the wheel the ox behind. If one endure in purity of thought, joy follows him as his own shadow. Does that make sense? So, you think evil thoughts, you think bad thoughts, right? You think good thoughts, good things happen. Now, I know it's not a hard, I shouldn't say that. You can grasp this concept. You can grasp it. You just have to really pay attention to what you're thinking. It's easy. It's easy. You can do it by choice, just like you choose to drive to a store. You choose the path you want to take, don't you? Right? You choose. So today I noticed something. When I drive, I've subconsciously programmed my brain that I'm going to take the same route all the time. Today I didn't, because I am in control. I went a different way. My subconscious mind was telling me to go the way I normally go because it's easy, it's programmed, it's whatever. But no, I went a different way. I went a different way today. Why not? What does it matter? My destination isn't changing. It's the same destination, right? Okay, and then I read this yesterday, but I'm going to read it again because it's very important. Man is a growth by law and not creation by artifice, and cause and effect are as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. So, cause and effect is absolute here as it is out here. This pen. If I click the pen, right? You can click a pen in your brain. It's the same. Right? So whatever you're thinking, it's absolute, undeviating. It will never change. So if you address the problems that you're having with the same way of thinking that you use to create them, they're always going to be around. Okay, a noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance. You choose, right? Good things just don't happen. Bad things just don't happen. There's no such thing as luck, right? You choose what you want to experience by using this, by paying attention to this. But it is the natural result of continued effort in right thinking, the effect of long cherished association with godlike thoughts. An ignoble and bestial character by the same process is the result of continued harboring of groveling thoughts. So, think about it. Really do. Really think about it. Okay, here's the next paragraph. I'm going to read the paragraph, the whole paragraph, and then break it down. I find if I keep cutting in and out, I like to do little sections and explain it. Help me out. What do you think? Should I just read the whole thing? Give me some feedback to help you. What makes it easier for you? Because I understand it. I get it. Man is made or unmade by himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapons by which he destroys himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapons by which he destroys himself. So are you attacking yourself here? Are you thinking... It really is all about your thoughts. That's what this is. It's all about your thoughts. Thought and character. What kind of character are you? Are you handsome? Are you strong? Are you smart, peace, calm? All those wonderful things. Are you wonderful things, or, are you whatever? I'm not even going to talk about them. I don't want to talk about them. Right? That's your choice. I choose not to talk. I don't want to discuss any of that. He also fashions the tools with which he builds for himself heavenly mansions of joy and strength and peace. By the right choice and true application of thought, man ascends to the divine perfection. Man, when I was reading this stuff, that blew my mind. It blew my mind right away. I was like, holy cow. And this is why I'm bringing this about. Right? Because in my head, I've been wanting, and I have been helping people. I have been. Like, things just don't happen because they happen. They happen because you choose them to happen. Like the other day, I was in the shop, taking my motorcycle seat off and whatever else, and my friend Ben, he showed up. And I was thinking about Ben a couple months ago. I'm like, I need to talk to that guy. I want to talk to that guy. His Facebook would pop up on my feed, and I would see his name all the time. And I was like, so in here I was thinking I need to talk to Ben. Who showed up? I didn't call him. He didn't call me. He showed up. He's just showed up out of the blue. Because we were meant to have a conversation, just like we are meant to have a conversation right now. And I feel, it's your choice whether you want to watch this or not, but you're missing out if you don't watch. Plain and simple. By the abuse and wrong application of thought, he descends below the level of the beast. Between these two extremes are all the grades of character, and man is their master and maker. Of all the beautiful truths pertaining to the soul which have been restored and brought to light in this age, none is more gladdening or fruitful of divine promise and confidence than this, that man is the master of thought, the molder of character, and the maker and shaper of condition, environment, and destiny. As a being of power, intelligence, and love, and the lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and condition within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which he makes himself what he wills. I'm just going to read this. If you have questions, ask. Please do ask and share this. Because even if you choose not to take this information for what it is, share it so that maybe someone who has a different opinion and wants to know about this stuff but doesn't have the opportunity, you can give them the opportunity by sharing this. Just share it. Share it to your page. Maybe a family member will check it out. Maybe, somebody that really needs to hear this needs to hear it. So share it. Right? Please. I want to help people. Man is always the master, even in his weakest and most abandoned state. But in his weakness and degradation, he is a foolish master who misgoverns his household. Your household is your brain, your thoughts. If you misgovern this, what are you doing to yourself? Right? When he begins to reflect upon his condition and search diligently for the law upon which his being is established, he then becomes the wiser master, directing his energies with intelligence and fashioning his thoughts to fruitful issues. Fruitful issues. Right? Such is the conscious master, and man can only thus become by discovering within himself the laws of thought. This discovery is totally a matter of application, self-analysis, and experience. Only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds obtained, and man can find every truth connected with his being if he will dig deep into the mine of his soul. That he is the maker of his character, the molder of his life, and the builder of his destiny. He may unerringly prove it. If he will watch, control, and alter his thoughts, tracing their effects upon himself, upon others, and upon his life and circumstances, linking cause and effect by patient practice and investigation. So this is telling you, for some people, it takes time. As soon as I had this realization, I got it. I was like, holy crap. Holy crap. That's all it takes for me to have the most amazing life, is to just realize that I can work out my brain just like I work out my bicep. That my brain is not Tallon. I control my brain. Tallon controls my brain. I control my brain. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And I want everybody to come to this realization. And utilizing his every experience, even the most trivial everyday occurrence, as a means of obtaining that knowledge of himself, which is understanding, wisdom, power. In this direction, as in no other, is the law absolute. He that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. For only by patience, practice, and ceaseless importunity can a man enter the door of the temple of knowledge. Okay. Now, I know that's a lot to get. Well, it's not. It's easy. It's easy. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help make it so you can understand. Right? It took somebody else telling me exactly the same thing that I'm reading. Right? It took exactly the same thing as what I'm doing now for me to realize that I'm in control. And seriously, it really is amazing. It really is. It really is amazing. And I want you guys to all experience this. So, with that being said, that's going to end today's video. Please, if you have any questions, message me. Let's talk. Because talking about it brings about ideas. Talking about it makes you have realizations. Talking about it every day keeps you conscious, keeps you aware. Really. Really. Just like I chose to put this suit on today. Right? You choose everything. But you got to understand, you choose everything that happens. If something bad happens, you chose it. Whether you want to believe it or not, you chose it. You have to assume responsibility for everything in your life. Everything. And if there's something that is bugging you or whatever, dig deep. Dig deep in here. Realize it. And then let it go. Right? Because if you have a bad thought and you're like, oh, get out of my head, blah, blah, blah. You're just giving it power. In one of the videos I watched, he was explaining that if you have a negative thought, acknowledge that it's there. Say, I appreciate your input and your opinion, but I choose not to accept that type of information. You are released. And then it's gone. It's gone. You're not giving it any energy anymore. You're not giving it no attention. It's gone. And if it comes back, do the same thing. Right? So anyways, with that being said, have a blessed day. It's an amazing day outside. The sun is shining. What more can you ask for? You can ask for whatever you want. I love you guys. Have a good one.